Here we go. We got nobody. Hey, what up? Where is that? Oh, where's the button I'm looking for? Is that it? Nope, that is not it. No. Surprise, my blacksmith shop is just a green screen. Nope. What do you mean? What do you mean, what's my education? Yeah, that's what I was figuring. I accidentally hit the wrong button. My shirt, it's the Trail Life logo, and then on the back it's got the logo for the Together Camp Out. So that there's just the Trail Life logo, and then the back is it's in frame. It's the logo for camp out I was on a while ago. Here, like 3 or 4 years ago. Because you're probably wondering, I got a piece of, oh wow, it's really dark on that. Hold on. Turn the light on. There we go. Is that better? I got a piece of 3/8 here. I'm flattening it out, drawing it out with the cross peen. And I'm gonna try to make a spoon because I'm bored and I can. And then I was also going to do a video. What's up? Right now I'm just making a spoon because I'm bored and I can. And then I was also going to, man, if only I had a nickel for every time I did that. I was also going to be filming a video turning a piece of leaf spring into an herb chopper. Or an ulu, something like that. Right now, I am just forging out a spoon because I'm bored. Yo, what's up, Blake? Actually, I should try. Watch yourself. What do you mean, what do I usually forge? Normally I make knives, I make hooks, I make like wall hooks, I make leaf keychains. Because those sell really well, and money is really nice to have. I do knives, I do bottle openers, and then I forge in charcoal at the moment until I can afford a gas forge. Which the plan is to do either a North Carolina Tool Co. Knife maker or Whisper Mama. Because I need something that'll do the work I need it to do and will last. Dang it. Mostly in person right now. I am, however, in the process of getting myself into the TR Makers Co. It's artsy fartsy, lack of a better term. It's a store where artists sell their stuff out of TR, or Traveler's Breath, South Carolina. So I'm in the process of getting my stuff put in there. Where is it? There it is. A fancy vise I made. on a previous stream. Okay, yes, Joseph, I am using... I thought they were nail nippers, but if they're pull-offs, then evidently that's what they are. I bought them at an auction, along with this pair of, I think these are Fireball, half-inch tongs. These, whatever the heck they are, they're forge welded in like 3 places. This pair that I was going to remake into something, but haven't. This pair of bolt jaws. Right now, fingers. This pair of tongs that were like weird flat bit tongs I tried to reforge into pickup tongs or hammer eye tongs. I then tried to forge into knife tongs, and that didn't work. This hammer for replacing the handle. Let's see, what else did I buy from that auction? A couple of horseshoes. The breaker bar I use as, it's a breaker bar, I use as a drift. Here. I also got this chisel. I got the piece of metal I used to make this drift, along with, where'd it go? This that I use as a drift. A whole bunches of other stuff. Yeah, a pair of flat jaw. You have an old pair of Jim Sharp tongs. See you later. This pair? Joseph, is this the pair you were referring to? They say champion on them. Don't know if that means anything. Darn mosquito. I just know I got them at an auction for cheap. Oh, I also got a ladle and other stuff that I'll remember at some point. Anyway. Quiet. I agree. They're crazy down here at the moment. It's a fun fact. You ever have a cheap anvil you want to sell, and people think you can tell when you... Okay, I figured these were nail nippers, but that could just be what I thought they were. I'm assuming nail nippers are the same as pull-offs. I'm a blacksmith, not a farrier. I'm farrier by name only. Anyway, but if you ever have a cheap anvil, this one's like 40-something bucks, maybe 50 bucks on Amazon or Walmart. It's cast iron. It does not ring. But if you ever want to sell it to someone who thinks that, oh, nippers are shorter. Okay. If you ever want to sell it to someone who thinks ring is the best, get a piece of flat bar, like this shape, and stick it off the end. Put a little wedge in it. You've essentially just made a tuning fork. If it works right. Nail nippers are shorter, okay. Some people do like that. Actually, I need that. No, I don't need that yet. Probably gonna start videoing here in a minute. Also chit chat with y'all between heats. That sounds like a very expensive crunch. Crunch. No, it's not an expensive crunch. It was a piece of wood with an old sanding belt and charcoal underneath of it. So fortunately, it was not an expensive crunch. It's good because I do not have the money for an expensive crunch. Whew. That's a hot piece of metal. Haha, yeah. It was almost sparkling. Fortunately, it wasn't, but it was right up there. I'm not saying it's not good to have sparkling heat, but I typically don't like working sparkling heat. Unless I'm purposefully forge welding. Because that seems to be where I get most of my burns. Howdy. Scroll on this end. Right now, I am forging a spoon while I let a piece of leaf spring heat up. And then after I make the spoon, I'm going to be making an herb chopper. Let's see if I can get this to scroll. I can't find my scrolling pliers, so we're going to be using really long needle nose pliers. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, it's not the cleanest, but it works. I was trying to make... I was trying to do something like that, Didn't quite work out, but it's good enough. Don't need perfect, just need good enough. Next would be filing. Okay, because that requires filing. I don't want to do that now. This pair I bought, they came from my first forge. And then these I bought at an auction. And then I made this pair without a clue what I was doing. And it's one of the most used pair of tongs in my shop. And I've got a couple tong blanks and stuff laying around I've been tinkering with. Oh, I need a video of this part. Was such a not impressive first season. I'm going to try to... There's the button I was looking for. Are you... Awesome. I got the thing to work. I'm going to shorten this probably about... "26 people. Wow. I just dropped a really hot piece of steel in front of 20-something people. Wow. I'm gonna struggle to pick it up from however many people. Ooh, that's a great question. That's actually a really, really good question. So that depends. If you already have a forge and an anvil, a coat hook or a wall hook is a phenomenal project. I can go grab one real quick to show you. But I mean, another real good one, in my opinion, one of the best ones is just a simple plain wall hook or a J hook with either a fishtail scroll or a pigtail scroll. I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna go grab something real quick. I'm back. So, this is one of the projects I recommend. It's a piece of flat bar. This is 1 3/8 by 6 inches by 3/16. And then you forge a chamfer on each end and add texture with the bopping hammer. And then it's 2 wall hooks, and you rivet it on. I use brass rod to pin it on and rivet on. But a really good, just all around, you've never done blacksmithing before really, is to get yourself some sort of heavy piece of metal. I mean, when I started out, I don't know where I got, actually there it is. When I was first starting, this was my anvil. It's a piece of 1-inch plate. It's like 6 by 8, if that. It's probably less than that. It's 8 by, like 7 by 8. That's my first anvil. So really, you don't need that fancy of a thing. My recommendation is find yourself some sort of, what's up, Bahala? Is to get some sort of heavy object and a hammer. This is gonna sound real crazy to some people, but the 1 ounce, or not 1 ounce, 1 pound bopping hammer from Harbor Freight, I think is like the best beginner hammer. It's just good ergonomics, and it's light enough you can swing it all day and not get hurt or hurt people. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Yeah, that happens. If you have any sort of copyright on your thing, it has to be under 60 seconds, otherwise there's copyright issues. So for that, I just use I use the free stuff from CapCut to get my music, and I just added onto it a whole bunch of times. So what I recommend for a beginner project. I had a similar issue. The beginner project I'd recommend is 1/4 inch round bar. I still got some heat. And the 1 pound hammer and any sort of heavy object. You take the piece up at an angle, and hammer at an angle, and you just make it flat. That's step one. And step two is to heat that back up. Take a minute. Nice arm, thank you. So heat that back up. Then I have a radius part of my anvil. Come over here. I'm going to feed this out while hitting down like brushing. And brush it. I'm going to scroll that flat part over. Now, this is not the cleanest one I've ever made, but it'll do the trick. So make that nice little scroll. Yeah, it's like, I would say going on 9:30. Actually, I don't know what time it is right now. It is, hold on, 9:32. I'm making a good sound knife. I do make knives. That's where I make most of the money. Or the large money. I make a fair bit on keychains. See you later, Joseph. Oh, you'll be back. Anyways, once you get that done, you want to curl, or you want to cool off just that little curl. Just the cool curl. Just like that. Then you can use the horn. I don't like this horn. So I'm going to use the edge of the anvil. Keep this piece flat, and you just feed over. Like that. Screw everything up. Screw it up like that. And then this is just a chisel. Or actually, this is a chisel I made out of a piece of rebar. It's just flattened and then ground. You can come like this. Chop through most of the way, and then you can bend it over. Preferably not burn yourself. That part's optional. And then, you know what? I'm going to do this very beginner friendly. Using a pair of, this is just a really big pair of needle nose pliers. It's 8:30 Central Time. You heat up the end. Get the end to bright heat, or not so bright of a heat. Go over to a sharp part of your anvil, using half on, half off. Isolate and then flatten. Adjust if necessary. That one's actually pretty darn good. And then, it's gonna be fancy. This is a brass brush from Harbor Freight. Just rub it along there. knocks off some of the scale and gives it a decent finish. If your piece is taut enough, that is. Looks really good. And just set it aside to cool. I'm too lazy. And then you have a nice little hook. And then you get a little drill bit, or a little drill bit. Okay, where's my center punch? Got a center punch. You center punch approximately center. And then get yourself a little drill bit. Just drill a hole in there. You got yourself a nice little hook. You don't even have to do the brass finish. You can just use any wire brush and beeswax. That works really, really good. And then, if you have a bench vise, my personal favorite jig is to take a 2 pieces of 3/4 round bar, about 5 inches long, 4 inches long, and put a 10 mil Allen wrench in between them. Lock it down. Take out the 10 mil Allen wrench. And then use that as a jig. Anyway. One hook for sale, starting at $5. I should grab an angle grinder for that, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to go all the way back inside. Instead, I'm just going to go grab a file. I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. Actually, I'm Joe. So. I'm Joe, but you know. Okay, that's not gonna work. It's gonna be stubborn. Come on. Ah, yes, I now remember why I don't use this thing for anything else what I used it for. Okay, that's not gonna work. There we go. I got people watching, that's good. I'm gonna grab the angle grinder, I'm just tired to deal with that. I take it everyone's left. Is everyone left? I still got 2 people. Awesome. We're gonna throw the Vicey thing in. We're gonna grab food. That's still very different. So that like that. Actually, no, we're gonna need to do that. Let's think in channel box. I'm gonna find the channel locks, so then I'm gonna deal with that. 3 people. Doing better, doing better. I'm about to make myself deaf. I do not care. Okay, not as bad as I thought. I guess I'm just already mostly deaf. Awesome, piece of leaf spring. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, that's gonna take forever. I'm not gonna use the angle grinder. I'm not gonna use the angle grinder. I'm not gonna use the angle grinder. Use the angle grinder. So what I'm trying to do, for those of y'all wondering, I'm gonna cut I'm gonna put a cut most of the way, maybe like 3/4 of the way this way, down, so I can bend this up and draw out into the tank for the serve chopper. And this is going to make so much fun to edit into videos. By the way, to the whole 2 of you still watching, I'm hoping to make these live streams regular. Depending on how my schedule goes, but I'm thinking Thursdays, either like 7:30 or 8 p.m. EST. So just be aware of that. I'm probably gonna put out a post talking about different projects, so keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna try this one. Not using that. That is hot. I'm not videoing this. Whoops. I'm probably not gonna video this one actually. Probably make one and then we'll video making the second one. One person, we still have one person watching. That's actually incredible. Two people, we're back to having 2 people. Incredible. Excuse me. I guess we can say that this is now a real drop forged knife. I'm so funny. I'm so funny. Oh, I'm so committed. We're like almost halfway through it. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. It's starting to get real late. I'm gonna go inside and eat dinner. Where's the top? There it is. I'm not going to be able to make much more progress on that piece tonight. Thank y'all for watching, the whole 2 of y'all who are still here. Place my mind up, all the things y'all can do on a perfectly good Thursday night. Y'all choose to watch me, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, I'm going to put my tools away. I'm gonna go inside and probably. Thank y'all for watching, and if I can get a tripod to work. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you next time.